it's only fitting that we talk about this because for some reason this got brought up. I don't know why or how, but let's talk about it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? My last video was kind of, I guess, controversial in a sense because of the whole FCC and net neutrality thing, but this isn't necessarily video game related, so if you were hoping for that, go ahead and go somewhere else. This is not, but I read this thing talking about people throwing their favorite celebrities into the presidential elect race for the next, next time the president is running, or when the next president is to be elected. How people were just throwing their name into the running hat, and Kanye West was a big one. He went on the VMAs and was like, "I'm gonna run for president in 2020." And first thing I said to myself, sitting next to people even, was, "That'll never work." It has nothing to do with the fact of Kanye's West's character. It has nothing to do with the fact of people thought he was a douche then. It has nothing to do with the fact that um the whole thing with Taylor Swift, it has nothing to do with West. It has nothing to do with Mr. West. It has to do with who he married. Think about that. Every part of the reason why Kanye West can never be president is because of the hoe he married. Think about that. Would you really allow a bitch who is on camera, who is sleeping with did sleep with another man? Would you allow this bitch to be the first lady? I don't think you would. Think about how upset we as a nation have gotten in the past over sex scandals. Think of that. Just think of that for 2 seconds. Bill Clinton, fuck Monica Lewinsky. America lost its collective shit. Okay. Trump's hoe now has been seen butt ass naked on a rug, and that really wasn't seeing her butt ass naked. She was just ass naked on a rug. You didn't really see no titty meat or any pussy meat. You just seen the back of her and the ass. That's it. And people lost their collective shits. Kim Kardashian is in a video, full on video, where you see her getting pounded by Ray J. Do you really think the country is ready for that bitch to be first lady? It's never gonna happen. I know what you're thinking. Don't never say never. That's just what's. That's just the truth. There's way too many people out there right now who can't handle that idea. Okay? They just can't handle it. Another celebrity that was brought up was, as you can tell, I'm wearing my I Bring It t-shirt, The Rock. The Rock was brought up into it. And here's the thing. Whether you like The Rock as an actor, or you're like me who has been a fan of The Rock since he was, laying the smack down on candy asses, or, dropping the people's elbow, you know, back in WWE, or you just, been a fan for a long time, or you liked him as Dwayne The Rock Johnson in The Tooth Fairy, whatever version of The Rock you like. Here's the thing. The Rock has always been this over the top person, a larger than life figure. And I don't see The Rock having as many issues. He has a better, let's put it this way, he has a better chance at being president than Kanye West. If Kanye West hadn't married that bitch Kim Kardashian, then even with him being a total tool and a complete douchebag and someone everyone hates, Kanye could be a president. But he married a bitch who was in a fucking porn video. Let's be honest, we can't handle when the president gets a blowjob from a bitch who ain't his wife. We for damn sure ain't fixing to handle a president who married a bitch who's in a video getting fucked by another guy. That's just something we're not going to handle. You might think, oh, well, it's 2018 in like, the next 20 days, we should be able to move past this. We can't move past a lot of shit. So get that thought out your fucking head. We can't move past a lot of shit that we should have been had moved past since like the 1980s. We can't move past a lot, okay? Collectively as a nation, there's a lot of shit we can't move past. And there's a lot of shit right now that's moving us back towards like the 60s. Even today, at the end of 2017, there's a lot of shit going on that's moving us and pulling us back to like the 1970s. So think about that. Right now, you have Kanye West, who publicly said he was going to do the 2020 thing. Dwayne Johnson, people put out there, along with a few other people. And over everybody that's been mentioned, if you just line them up and look at their character as a person overall, me personally, because like I said, I've been following The Rock for a long time. If I'm looking at it from that standpoint, I would have to look at it like The Rock has the best running, because I mean he's people's champ, people love him. He's done movies, he's got kids movies. He's this big public figure. People know him, people love him. Even if he's got beef with celebrities, you know what I mean? He's never really had a huge sexual problem where he was talking in the locker room and it was grab him by the pussy. I've never heard him support a pedophile. Trump, I'm just saying. I mean, there's just never been this huge thing where it was like, hey, The Rock did this or did that. You know what I'm saying? Whereas with, like I said, Kanye West, his wife getting pounded by another man in a video, it's not something you can cover up. It's on all the major porno sites. Okay, and the only reason you know that is because when they aired it on television, Kanye West married Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian was going back and forth with Ray J, and them having a problem, and Ray J pretty much put it out there. That's how you found out. I mean, everybody found out. So, I mean, that's just common knowledge. And I'm sorry, Kanye, I love your first, 3 albums? And I, like everybody else, pretty much put you to the side after that because you just became an arrogant little prick. So, even with all that, the reason you would never be president is because of your wife. The Rock has a better chance. Really, he's got a better chance. And that's how you have to look at this thing. Like I said, this is why we're discussing this. Because at the end of it all, I would have to say, if it was me, I would definitely over it say The Rock has a better chance. Just because of the character of the person. I like his character. I like who he is from what I know of him. And I've read his biographies. I've read his books based off of him growing up. I've read how he went to wrestling, what he was like growing up, all that shit, So there's not too much I don't know about him that he hadn't put out there, So that much I can say. Kanye's West history, what he has put out there, I know. So I don't think West is too bad a person. He just kind of done a lot of stupid shit that unfortunately has affected a lot of people's train of thoughts when it comes to would you actually vote for this person? Chances are no. Chances are definitely no. And I know you're probably like, well, you're a white guy. It has nothing to do with it. It has absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm looking at his character. Would I vote for his character? Hell no. Hell no. There's a lot of people who would say hell no because, again, you're looking at his character. You're not looking at him, you're looking at his character. Okay, he's done the stupid shit running up on stage interrupting somebody. He's married to this bitch Kim Kardashian, who's in a video with another man who's, again, not Kanye West, and it's still out there. He's married to this family that's got a shit ton of problems, and this is not the family that you want up in the White House. Again, we're talking about the White House here. This is not the family you want there. You get what I'm saying? That's just the point I'm driving home here. So, again, when you're thinking about that, and I know it seems weird, it's just, that's what you gotta put out there. And I know Trump is not ideal either. I get that. A lot of people don't like Trump, and he's not necessarily ideal for a lot of people. But, again, when people talk about she's been naked in magazines, she was laying down on a rug, and you couldn't really see no titty meat or pussy meat or any of that. You just saw like the shape of her ass and her back. That's not like Penthouse. Okay, so I need you to calm down on that. I'm not judging saying it's good. It's not good, but it's not necessarily as bad as it could have been. You know what I'm saying? So, while you're looking at things one way, you might want to look at them both ways before you judge. You know what I'm saying? And I would have voted like if I had to choose, I would definitely choose The Rock here. But if Kanye wasn't Kanye as we know him now, I would definitely go with Kanye because again, I like his first three albums. If that was Kanye we had going, I would go for Kanye. But that's not the Kanye we have. We have Kanye and Kim. Unfortunately, if he wanted a real chance, he would lose Kim. That's just being honest. You put Jay-Z up, say you put Jay-Z there. Jay-Z has a better chance than Kanye. And Jay-Z's not at all shy about his history. But you see the point? Jay-Z's not running up on stage making an ass out of himself. Beyonce doesn't have a colorful history where she's fucking somebody else on camera. None of that shit is present. It's a little bit cleaner and it looks a little bit better there. You see what I'm saying? You got to look at things like that because again, we're talking about the White House and we're also looking at it from the society view because society is just not ready for the first lady to have been up in a porno. I know it's about to be 2018, but again, they're also not ready to admit the president fucks more than just his wife. So looking at it that way, if we're looking at it on the next celebrity president, I'm going to have to give it to Dwayne The Rock Johnson because man knows how to talk, man will call you on your bullshit, and overall the man is just fucking, he's the people's champ. And if he was running against Kanye, that's just a no contest. But I don't think it's going to be a celebrity to be next. And if it is another celebrity, can we make sure that they at least know something? Can we do that? I mean, I made jokes about Trump becoming president before he was president with the whole thing about only thing he's going to know how to do is snap his finger and say you're fired. So far, we've seen him do some pretty stupid shit. I'm not going to say Eminem was right. I'm not going to say he was wrong. But I can understand where he's coming from. Again, a white guy understands where Eminem is coming from, talking about things that have to do nothing with the color or pigmentation of your skin. Okay? So, think about that. Alright? And I don't mean to get all political. I don't mean to have all these non-video game related news things going down. It's just that's kind of what's going on. You know? So, I'll hopefully have a video talking about gaming up later. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with gaming right now between Xbox having their systems not really that good. PlayStation not selling PS4s like they want to. The PS4s that are selling are not the bundles. The bundles are not selling. The PS4 Pros, they're selling decent, but they're still on shelves. The bundles are not going anywhere. They're still on shelves. They can't even move them. I went to Target, Walmart, and a couple other places, and they couldn't sell them to save their lives. People were even looking at PlayStation's games and Xbox games and everything, and they weren't interested in buying a fucking system because the only ones there were the ones with the damn Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, I know that's going on. I just, like I said, this was what I was thinking about because it was what was brought up to my attention. So, I'll have a video talking about that probably after this one loads. Deuces.